Good evening, Phoenix. Are you ready for some roller derby? Okay. All right, well, that sounds good. Let's all have a good time with some roller derby. That's just simply not going to do. I'm going to need to get a better response than that, so I'm going to bring a little bit more hot sauce this time. Good evening, Phoenix. Are you ready for some roller derby? I am your erstwhile announcer, Old Greg, up here with my favorite shoe full of Bailey's Irish Cream. I will be joined this evening by the fantastic announcing team of Kills Bill and Becca Recker, our dynamic sideline reporter. We'll be with you shortly. Of course, we have a couple of safety pointers for you before the bout begins. Make sure at all times that you remain behind that yellow line around the track during game action. So once you hear a whistle, that means get behind that yellow line. Also, no whistling from the stands as it can interrupt the flow of the game. And don't forget inside here that the bathroom is for skaters first. Skaters get priority for the indoor bathroom. We do have outside bathrooms that are kept in pristine condition that you can use as well if you don't want to get cut in line by people with wheels on their shoes. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with our team intros for the minor assaults bout and the regulators. All right, fans, it looks like our regulators are checking the teams for safety. You will see them doing this before this bout and before our championship adults bout later on this evening, checking those helmets and pads, making sure everybody is all geared up. While they're doing that, we'd like to introduce you to the team we literally could not put this night on without. It's our referees, the regulators. Starting off, jam referee, Ref Boyardee.
Your jam referees, Infidel Castro.
Front pack referee, Meryl Streep.
Backpack referees, Hoover Slam.
Outside pack referee, Daddy Mike.
Penalty tracker, Scully Glossbones.
Penalty tracker assist, Minnie Pacquiao.
Penalty box admin is Optical Delusion.
Penalty box admin, Whomping Willow.
On the whiteboard, it's Pocket Change.
Eye in the sky, Racy Tracy.
Yeah, in the skies, Lucifer.
On scoreboard, Bender B. Rodriguez.
And at head referee, your regulators co-captain, Stabitha Christie.
And your captain of the regulators as game executioner, Lollipop. Show some love for these regulators. It could be the only love they get all night long. We would like to direct your attention up to the video screens to show a tryout video from a recent tryout for the Derby Dames.
All right, now introducing your minor assaults white team. Skating tonight for your minor assaults white team, number 22, Mimi Mauler. Number 53, it's Kyote. P7 is Brutal Noodle. 37, Amelia Derhart. 0 equals 7, tie-dye twister. 11-4, Slappy Go Lucky. Number 25, Black Eyed Please. Number 13, your captain, Hugs and Stitches. Helping the team on their bench tonight are their bench coach, Alan I'll hate ya.
And now, here are the minor results in blue. Skating tonight for the squad in blue, number 21, Veno Miss. Number 15, Killian. Number 17, Madzilla. Number 123, Crush. Number 96, Olive You Die. Number 12, Peaches and Scream. Number blue 22, making her debut tonight, Allison Payne. And number 38, your captain of the blue team, NC Jammer. Helping the team on their bench tonight are bench coach Ellie Mayhem and penalty manager Novocaine. Derby fans, please rise for the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem performer is the Children's Ensemble. This group of students before you are members of the Valley View Leadership Academy Advanced Eagle Band, which totals 45 students, grades 7 and 8. This award-winning ensemble in school is located in the heart of South Phoenix and traveled to various state and national competitions. Their band director, Perla Rodriguez, is a skater on the home team, the Doomsday Valkyries, and is known to us, of course, as Dora. Welcome them as they perform our national anthem tonight. All right, Derby fans, looks like we are ready to get underway. We are going to get things started. On the jammer line for the white team is Hugs and Stitches. And jamming for the blue squad is going to be Veno Miss. And we are underway here in this special exhibition bout featuring our minor assault squad. Our minor assaults team here is formed into two 8-player squads, the white team and the blue team. And out as your lead jammer here in the first jam for the white team is Hugs and Stitches, the captain of the white team. If this is your first time to a roller derby bout, the way scoring is handled is once one of those skaters featuring the star cover on their helmets, as you see with Hugs and Stitches there, and for Veno Miss with the blue team, those skaters with the star in their helmets are called the jammers, and they are the ones that are allowed to score points. Once they've gotten out of the pack the first time and made a lap of the track and caught the pack again, every skater they pass of the opposing team from thereafter is a point. So Hugs and Stitches on her first pass through the pack scored 5 points, has now passed all 5 skaters again to score 10 points for the white team so far. That's how scoring happens in roller derby. Again, if this is your first time to a bout, and you saw their Hugs and Stitches signaling by going hands to the top of the helmet, hands to the hips to signal the end of the bout. The lead jammer can do that. The first jammer out of the pack is aptly named the lead jammer, and they have the ability to call off the jam before the clock expires. And we do have our first power jam here of the minor assaults bout. Looks like we did have a penalty called on Hugs and Stitches.
That's Killian out there going to skate this power jam for the blue squad.
Just a brief moment here while the regulator's talking over the action from the previous jam and confirming, and we are about ready to go. Now, as I just got done explaining how jammers work, if this again is your first time to a roller derby bout, you might be asking, well, why does the white team not get a jammer? This is called a power jam. When a penalty is assessed to a skater, they have to sit out the next jam. So if a penalty is assessed to somebody blocking, the team skates short a blocker the next time out, or 2 or 3. But if a penalty is called on their jammer, the jammer then has to sit out the next jam, and the team doesn't get a jammer. So only the blue team can score points here. The white team cannot score any points during this jam. That gets us back to the game action. You saw Killian had exited the pack and has already completed a scoring pass, and has now passed everybody again down there in the corner on a second scoring pass. You can see in the pack now, some of the blue players are trying to open up some lanes for their jammer, now catching up to the pack and going along the outside, and they're able to do so. The blue team able to seal off a lot of those blockers. Killian able to get past a couple of skaters there. We'll wait for the official score from the referees on the infield. And Killian completed all 3 scoring passes, so that is going to be a 15-point jam for the blue team. And we are ready to get back to the action.
That's Crush out there for the blue line right now.
And jamming for the blue team, for the white team, got too far away before I saw who it was. Tie-Dye Twister, I am told, is jamming for the white squad. Tie-Dye Twister finds an opening along the inside. Her team sealed the front of the pack off, and Tie-Dye Twister is your lead jammer for the white team, currently down 15-10 after 2 jams.
Crush getting bounced around out there, knocked to the infield by the white team. Get back on the track. White team got a solid 4 wall at the front of the pack as their jammer hits the back of the pack trying to get by Madzilla. She's able to go low and get out again, completing her scoring pass. She's coming around for more.
Crush is still trying to find her way, trying to find an opening amongst those white jerseys, and takes a tumble there, slips down to her knees. And the jam clock runs out. So the jam clock expires on that jam. We'll wait for the score. The white team played very good defense there as well.
That's Kyote out there for the white line, and NC Jammer out there for the blue line.
14 points up on the board for the white squad there, and they're going to pull down the jammer for the blue team. Looks like we've assessed a penalty to the blue jammer there in the previous jam while she was trying to get free. So that means that our only jammer out there is number 53, Kyote, for the white team. Kyote fights her way to the front of the pack, able to find her way between those blockers on the front end of the pack, and Kyote is out and clear and is now an active scorer with 37 seconds left in the white team power jam. This time through the pack, Kyote runs into a little bit more resistance and is now up to the front of the pack and dealing with the solid wall of blue blockers. You remember those sunglasses from the 90s, Bill?
Right.
Yeah. Able to find her way through is Kyote there, as that wall of blue blockers actually was pushed far enough away from the pack by Kyote that they were deemed out of play. And that's going to do it. The clock expires on the jam. Blockers can only continue blocking if they're within 20 feet of the front of the pack. And you saw the strategy there by the white team was to hold that one blue player in the back and spread the pack out more than 20 feet, meaning those blockers couldn't block any longer. So that's a strategy you'll see during power jams. We have gotten word that since this is an exhibition tonight and kind of more of a learning experience for the minor assaults, they are going to take a breather every 2 bouts and take a second and let everybody kind of catch their breath. So that's what we're doing right now. That will give us a second to tell you about some of our sponsors this evening. And we'll start off by telling you to be sure to visit the Arizona Derby Dames merchandise booth. Be sure to get your favorite league and team merchandise. They've got t-shirts, tank tops, hats, koozies, stickers, buttons of your favorite team, league things in general, hot shots, minor assaults, anything you could want that's league related over at the AZ Derby Dames merchandise booth just outside of turn number 3.
While you're over there, you can visit the Arizona Derby Dames snack bar. Grab a cold beverage, some chips or some candy. All proceeds go back to the league, and your support is greatly appreciated.
Also, fans, I can let you know, I know I sound like I have a terrible, terrible illness, but this is just the after effects of the stupidest summer cold ever. So I appreciate your sympathy, but I feel fine. I just sound terrible.
Out there for the white team, that's Black Eyed Please. NC Jammer returning to the jammer line for the blue, and you got a jammer race right there.
Both jammers out. And as she was losing ground, the
Black Eyed Please calling off that jam, yeah.
Calls it off. You saw there was a second there where they were kind of gauging each other and seeing if one of them was going to be able to get back first. So now we're going to move forward with the next jam then. No points for either side there. And jamming for the white team is going to be number P7, Brutal Noodle.
That's NC Jammer back out there again on the blue line. Back-to-back jams for her. She's going to try the high side, gets pushed up into the rail. Tries low and is able to get by, stitches. She's your lead jammer out there. Noodle's dancing along the coping, trying to get out on the low. NC Jammer sets up her scoring pass, takes the high side, gets through the pack. One last blocker to get by, and she's off. Still about 30 seconds left in this jam as Brutal Noodle gets out in turn 3. Both teams trying to wall up right now. NC Jammer is getting knocked to the coping, and she calls off that jam before Brutal Noodle can get to the pack and score any points.
The blue team puts 8 points up on the board. That's going to take us to 29-23. White team in front at the moment.
It looks like we're coming up on a power jam. Brutal Noodle picking up a penalty there. Regulators are discussing this. Nope, it went away.
Can't forget about another of our longtime league sponsors, Lost Touchman Tattoo. They are a tattoo shop, and they specialize in various styles from realism to traditional. You can customize your own tattoo. Walk-ins are welcome. I'm a walking billboard. I can show you how good it looks. Located, well, it's on my arm. Don't worry, Freya. Located at 4121 North 19th Avenue. It's the east side of 19th Avenue, just north of Indian School Road. It's Lost Dutchman Tattoo.
Hey, folks, join the Arizona Derby Dames at their new after-party spot. We will now be partying at the Wilderness Brewing downtown Phoenix location. It's at 201 East Roosevelt Street. Head on over there to hang, eat, and drink with the Dames, especially tonight after the championships, and celebrate the end of a great season. That's Arizona Wilderness Brewing.
Back to the action here in the minor assaults bout, and up to the jammer line.
Hugs and Stitches.
For the white squad is number 13, Hugs and Stitches.
And that's NC Jammer back out there for the blue team.
Hugs and Stitches able to get clear of the pack, and your captain of that side is out and clear. And a big collision there in the back straightaway as Hugs and Stitches was up into the pack, and Hugs and Stitches took a tumble and lost lead jammer status, but then able to get through the pack. Hugs and Stitches finishes off the scoring pass and calls off the jam. It looks like both jammers more than likely got all the way through the pack. We're going to wait here and take a check.
Stitches trying to call off that jam, and she was off the track, and she was able to get back on and get back in front of the other jammer and call it off before the other jammer could get back around and score a second pass.
So 4 points for both sides. 4 points for both sides. Nope, there we are corrected. Pops up on the board there. 5 points for blue, 4 for white in the previous jam, and we're underway.
That's Veno Miss out there for the blue squad. And that's Slappy Go Lucky out there for the white team, taking the lead. She's the lead jammer right now, getting out in turn one. Slow pack with Veno Miss at the back, trying to push her way through.
Slappy Go Lucky now up to the pack. The white team's got the pack spread out, and those front blockers are going to be out of play, or at least they were.
Brutal Noodle getting up there and attacking that defensive wall, trying to open a spot for her jammer. Slappy Go Lucky coming around for her second scoring pass. Looks low but cuts high. Runs into a little bit of trouble as Veno Miss is able to get out in turn 4.
Slappy Go Lucky out of the pack as well, and looks like she's going to try to catch up here. Veno Miss trying to stay ahead of her, and Slappy Go Lucky able to pick up that extra point and calls off the jam.
Blue team unable to pick up any points on that jam.
We'd like to let you know about our food options this evening. We got all sorts of food options between these two bouts and during halftime of the bouts. We have our Off the Hook taco truck outside. Off the Hook is a locally owned and operated taco truck serving SoCal and Baja inspired cuisine, not just fish options. They have chicken and vegetarian options as well. They've got lobster, bacon, and chorizo fries that Bill eats, and then he can't stop talking about.
I just had a fries with lobster, bacon, and chorizo.
My goodness,
What
they sound amazing.
They are amazing.
Old Greg can't eat on bout nights because he gets hiccups.
Ooh.
Darn it. Anyway, Off the Hook is outside all night long. Be sure to check them out.
Longtime league sponsor. They are great out there.
And we are going to get back to the action with a power jam for the blue squad. 9 points on the board for the white team, but assessed a penalty to their jammer. So Madzilla out there all by her lonesome for the blue team.
Madzilla pushing her way through that pack and gets out before turn 1. Madzilla, longtime veteran of the minor assaults here, setting up her scoring pass. Teams are walling up and getting ready. Black Eyed Pea pushes her up to the wall, up to the rail. Madzilla able to dance her way through the pack. Still about 25 seconds left. She's coming around for more.
Madzilla now approaches the pack, and you can see her looking for an opening and able to just kind of fight her way along the middle of the pack and then down to the coping to finish off that scoring pass. Looks around, checks the clock. She is not going to get back to the pack again. So the clock expires on the jam. And getting ready for the next jam now. We've got a power jam for the white side. Indeed, that was a 10-point jam for the blue team. But a penalty assessed to Madzilla, so Brutal Noodle is going to power jam for the white side now. White team is clinging to a 3-point lead right here, so a good chance for Brutal Noodle to put a little bit more of a cushion into that lead for her squad, and the jam is underway. Brutal Noodle quickly to the inside and already clear of the pack.
Brutal Noodle tries the high side, stuck behind a solid 3-wall of minor assaults. A little tie up, tangle up. Pushing her way into turn 3. She's being blocked by Crush. Crush is holding her, though. Takes her down into the Masonite. Brutal Noodle, though, able to push her way through.
You can hear all the shouting coming from the bench. The two coaches on both sides are calling out defensive instructions to the squad. You can hear Novocaine on the blue bench. It makes me smile because Novocaine is known for being one of the fiercest defenders in the league, and she is shouting at her blue team how to form the defensive wall, and I'm thinking, I'd listen. Seems like a pretty adept coach at that. So, other food options tonight. We have pineapples, Hawaiian shaved ice. And they're here to treat your sweet tooth tonight. You can head outside for a cool taste of aloha. They're offering fun and tropical flavors poured over refreshing shaved ice for a hot day such as today. And they have 6 special flavor combinations for tonight, including almost like a wedding reception. They've got a special runaway bride's flavor that is blackberry and lavender, and they've got a special schoolyard scrappers flavor, which is tiger's blood and strawberry, which is really freaking delicious. Anyway, they're outside. They've got smalls for 4 and larges for 8. Fantastic way to cool off this evening between the bouts.
And then that brings us to Copper Star Coffee, a locally owned coffee shop for 13 years, lucky 13 years. Locally owned coffee shop and cafe providing hand-blended drinks and award-winning baked goods. Southwest corner of 7th Avenue and Heather Bray. They're just north of Indian School Road. That's Copper Star Coffee. Also tell you about Siphon Draw Apothecary Shop, featuring all natural, non-toxic, handcrafted skincare products made by our very own Dolly de los Muertos. Visit them at the Goldfield Ghost Town out on historic Highway 88. That's Siphon Draw Apothecary. Looks like the white jammer picked up a penalty on that last jam. We're going to have a power jam out here for the blue team.
And it looks like doing the honors for the blue team is going to be NC Jammer, number 38.
This should be interesting because the white team has a full complement of blockers. So 4 blockers, and the blue team only has 2 blockers and a jammer.
But also, back on the Angel shoulder, NC Jammer is one of their best jammers.
Indeed.
So strength versus strength here. And indeed, in a strength versus strength battle, the pack is just kind of making their way amorphously around the corner and down the front straightaway. And you can see now there's NC Jammer able to clear along the inside, kind of snuck out of there. I wasn't quite able to see her. So NC Jammer with 17 seconds left in the power jam is trying to catch the pack now. You can see the white squad able to unite at the front there. Now the blue player is able to peel off one of those white players and Blocker up against the rail to let NC Jammer come through, and NC Jammer, a little bit of fancy skate work there, jumping over the coping to finish off that scoring pass as the clock expires on the power jam. So NC doing what she can to keep her team in this. 5 points in the power jam. Keeps that lead accessible. Setting up now to jam for the white squad as number 13, Hugs and Stitches.
Hey, Derby fans, if you're buying one of these gold eggs, these gold raffle eggs, and you just want a Castles and Coasters gift card, if you just want Castles and Coasters, we need to get you your number. So raise your hand, make some noise, let Quiver Phoenix find you so that we can get you your number so that you're involved in the drawing later. If you just won the Castles and Coasters gift card, wave your hands and make some noise.
Over there.
Over there?
Maybe.
Where?
I couldn't, well, I thought I saw somebody waving. They may have just been clapping. Back to the action, Hugs and Stitches trying to catch up to the pack now. Big collision there at the back of the pack. And just blasting her way through a blocker was the jammer for the blue squad. So that is going to take us up to our halftime break of this first bout, and we're going to get to halftime just about like we started this thing.
Close game.
Is that it? Were we just in a 15-minute or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Are we doing?
Yeah, 15.
Grab one.
10-minute break, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What color is this?
So we are at our halftime break, and you can see we are switching sides here.
10-minute halftime, right?
All right, folks, time for a raffle prize. Pink raffle tickets. Thank you. Pink raffle tickets. Get your pink raffle tickets out. Number 898262. That's your pink raffle ticket, 898262. You're a winner. I don't see any winners waving their hands. Winner, winner. Pink raffle ticket number 898262. Come on down.
We are indeed sitting aside here for just a brief 10-minute halftime break here, and then we'll pick up for the second 15-minute half of this bout. All right, Derby fans, as we make our way through this brief halftime here of this first exhibition bout, can I get a cheer in the stands from anybody who's at their very first roller derby bout? Very first roller derby. Listen to that. My goodness. Hey, if you find yourself sitting there and going, I'm not really sure what's happening here, we tried to give you a little brief overview at the top of the bout, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Ask anybody wearing a skate jersey but not wearing skates. If they're wearing skates, they're probably busy tonight. But if they're wearing a skate jersey and wearing shoes, I'm sure, I mean, the ones wearing skates will answer your questions, but you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to bug them. They're busy. But everybody else will be happy to answer your questions. And if you see me, I'm the big dude wearing a purple shirt. I look like Grimace. You can't miss me. Grimace with a big beard. And I'll happily answer your questions as well because all I do is watch roller derby and talk. So I can also answer questions, but we want you to not only have a good time, but also to know what the heck is going on around here, right? We'll be getting back to the action here in just a second, so we wanted to let you know one more time as the crowd starts to file in that are arriving for our championship bout. 1 second, Bill says he's got an announcement.
Is Dora in the house? Dora, Panda's waiting for you over here at the announcer stand. Dora, Chingadora.
Anyhow, back to the announcement, which was, as we start to gain a crowd here, make sure that you stay behind that yellow line during game action. You may see some people in front of the yellow line. They are photographers, or they are league staff, or referees, so they know what they're doing. If you're not one of those three things, a photographer, a league staff, or a referee, you must be behind that yellow line at all times during game action. That's really important as it gets crowded in here and people are trying to squeeze by. The second really important thing is if you parked in the dispensary parking and walked over here, you need to move your car. The dispensary people are very good folks. We love having them as neighbors, but they have very limited parking, as do we. So if you've parked in their parking lot, you absolutely must go move your car. They will enforce tow-away regulations.
Clifton, all kinds of stuff going on tonight. A happy Cinco de Cuatro to you.
Yes, indeed.
And may the 4th be with you.
Right.
You know, Sonic now makes Red Bull slushies.
That's gross.
Well, I don't know. 4 or 5 Red Bull slushies later, we're going to find out. Do they top them with runts or nerds?
You know, Derby fans, you're watching the minor assaults here. And if you too are a young lady between the ages of 10 to 17 who loves to skate, or do you know somebody who meets those simple criteria? Our minor assaults are a nonprofit 501c3 and are always looking for new skaters to join the team. Our coaches not only teach technique and knowledge of the sport, but they also help build leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills that'll help in life situations far beyond roller derby. Minor skating skills, dedication to learn, and a positive mental attitude are all that we require. Come see what all the fun is about. Ask any Arizona Derby dame how to get involved, or visit our website at azddinspire.org for information on donating to or sponsoring the minor assaults. Also, Derby fans and Bill, at the end of last season, do you know who the top-ranked Bank Track Juniors team was in the nation?
Goodness gracious. I do know this. It's like on the top of my head, but
Yeah.
give me a clue.
I don't know. Well, they skate here at the Holidays.
Okay.
And
Well,
they're on the track right now.
on the track right now.
Okay.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. The
Blanks.
the minor assaults,
Uh-huh.
are the current reigning national champion junior bank track roller derby
Well, that's
team.
easy. The minor assaults are the #1 team in
That's
the
right.
country.
You fans, is anybody here not aware that you are literally watching the national champions right now?
And they're going to Houston in a month from now. They're going to defend their title as national champions of the bank track juniors.
So they'll be heading down to Houston to take on such national junior heavyweights as the LA squad will be there. I'm sure San Diego will be
Tilted
sitting there.
Thunder's coming, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tilted Thunder. It'll be great. And, of course, the adult team going as well to see what they can do against the heavyweights
That's
as well.
right.
So looking forward to that this summer.
I think this is our year. We're going to sweep it.
We've got about 90 seconds to go here during halftime. And as you see right now in our split squad minor assaults bout, white team is up 51-49. Who here in the stands right now is here to specifically support one of the young skaters currently on the track? Can I get a cheer? Raising your hands doesn't help. I am so blind. I cannot see my Diet Mountain Dew at the end of the table. But cheering is good. But that's awesome. So we've got a bunch of people here that are really just here to support and watch and are here supporting this bout before the championship bout then? ... question mark? I guess not. I thought we had a connection there. Well, we'll be getting ready for the second half here, and then, of course, it's on to the championship bout tonight to determine the Season 14 champion for the Derby Dames. And it's a rematch of last year's championship bout. The Schoolyard Scrappers will be taking on the Runaway Brides. Of course, this is the main event this evening, and we're looking forward to that with great gusto.
All right, Derby fans, back to the action. Let's put your hands together for these juniors. These kids are the future of roller derby right here. You can say I knew them when.
And so getting back to the action on the jammer line for the blue team is number 21, Veno Miss.
And that's Amelia Derhart on the jammer line for the white squad. Jamming for her first time tonight. Derhart tries the high side along the rail, and she's your lead jammer. Both jammers getting out in turn one. Veno Miss is following her about a quarter track behind.
Amelia Derhart making tracks down the front straightaway, getting back to the pack, trying to get past a few skaters. And her blockers able to help her out there. That was really well done by the white squad there. Those blockers just opened up a path that she was able to navigate and get right through the pack to pick up her 4 points, and she calls off the jam.
Slappy-go-lucky coming to the line for the white squad. And that's NC Jammer out there for blue. White drawing first blood this first jam of the second half.
And Slappy-go-lucky quickie off the jammer line there down to the inside. Swoops up to the outside and able to outrun that last blue team blocker to the end of the pack. And Slappy-go-lucky is your lead jammer for the white squad.
Slappy-go-lucky tries those low, goes high, gets all the way out super fast, and then she's around the track. The pack is only in turn two, and she's already finishing her scoring pass. Calls off the jam. Excellent work by the white jammer.
4 points up on the board for the white squad. Takes their lead up to 10 points. And once again, if you're wondering what's going on, we are taking a break every 2 jams to give the skaters a second to catch their breath. Since the teams are pretty small, only 8 skaters per side, so we don't want them to get overtired.
Going to tell you about Above and Beyond Palette Creations. They're repurposing palettes into art. They're the creator of all the signage here in the Hall of Dames. For information or to commission work, see Bobby Ross, the coach of the Schoolyard Scrappers. You can also find them on Facebook at Above and Beyond Palette Creations.
Also, Plague Fitness is one of our league sponsors, and you can support Plague Fitness. They're providing those infected by fitness, roller derby, and healthy living with clothing for that contagious lifestyle. Visit their website at plaguedfitness.com.
This looks like we're picking up a blue jammer penalty on that last jam. Brutal Noodle out there to skate this jam for the white squad.
And so the jam is underway. You can see those white blockers immediately tried to seal off the pack. White team has a big advantage here. They've got 4 blockers and the jammer out there. Blue team is down a jammer and 2 blockers. They've only got 2 blockers out there at the moment, the minimum. Brutal Noodle gets to the front there, and that blue blocker at the front of the pack, though, is not just out there for decoration. Runs Brutal Noodle up and knocks her down towards the guardrail and then gets her down onto the infield. Brutal Noodle gets by, but that ate a good 10 to 12 seconds off the clock, so a great individual defensive effort there by that blue player on the front end of the pack. Brutal Noodle this time able to outrun her to the front of the pack, and you can see the referee signal there at the 20-foot mark. You must stop blocking here. So Brutal Noodle able to execute that scoring pass, and then coming around for another. And Brutal Noodle trying to get by that defender on the front of the pack, and that blue defender again playing great defense. Brutal Noodle finishes off the scoring pass. I don't know. So it's a 15-point power jam for the white squad. But just at that, it was a good defensive effort by the blue team to limit the damage there. They only had 2 blockers out there. So we get back to the action, and now we're going to have a power jam for the blue squad. And that's going to be NC Jammer on the jammer line for the blue team. So they're going to try to earn back those points they just gave up in the power jam.
NC Jammer gets knocked to the rail, but she's able to recover and get out from turn 1. Slow pack, tiny pack, lots of penalties out there. 3-2 blockers. NC able to skate around the coping with ease. Big chance for the blue squad to put some points on the board right now. NC is one of the minors' fastest skaters. Black eye, please, and Slap and Go Lucky trying to wall up. But it's hard with a 2-wall. NC takes the high side and passes them. NC delivered into the rail again. Finds her way down to the coping and takes the low. Gets out, scores her points, and that's 60 seconds. That's the end of the jam. .20 jam for the blue squad right there. Now they're within 5. This 2-minute break is going to be a good thing for NC right there.
We do have a fundraiser going on this evening. You can participate and pick a prize. This fundraiser is benefiting AZDD Inspire, our nonprofit organization. At just $20 per pick, you will either win a prize instantly or a raffle ticket for a pair of tickets to Disneyland. With a prize inside of each egg, everybody is a winner. Tonight only, we will add an additional pair of Disney tickets to the raffle for every 12 Disney eggs picked. So that's pick a prize for $20, and again, see Quiver Phoenix for that.
Those are the golden eggs walking around. Look for those and try to win. And back to the derby action we go. Here comes Brutal Noodle again. That's Killian out there for the blue squad.
Brutal Noodle swoops down to the inside and able to skate right to the front of the pack. And Brutal Noodle's your lead jammer for the white team. And able to finish off that scoring pass. So Brutal Noodle putting some points on the board for the white squad, and will be coming around again with 37 seconds left on the jam clock. That blue jammer still fighting to get free and now blocked down to the inside of the track. Brutal Noodle finishing off another scoring pass, fought her way to the front of the pack. A few defenders there trying to knock her down. And she's going to try to get back to the pack here with about 5 seconds left on the jam clock. Blue jammer still pinned in behind. Now able to get free as Brutal Noodle tries to finish off that last scoring pass.
Taking the jammer line for the white squad. That's Black Eyed Please. NC Jammer back out there for the blue line.
And the jam is underway. And Black Eyed Please able to find an opening along the outside, and is your lead jammer, but shake and clear behind her is NC Jammer, and NC Jammer is going to put the pedal to the metal, try to force the issue here. Black Eyed Please gets a look at the pack there, and as the pack was moving away from her, checked around behind and goes ahead and calls off the jam. No points for either side.
Awesome strategy right there. Black Eyed Peas keeping an eye on her opponent the whole time. Hey, folks, going to tell you about Nutrition One School Lunch program. Food is the energy that growing children need, providing healthy, great tasting, and freshly prepared whole foods to local schools valley-wide. Nutrition One School Lunch program works closely with the Arizona Department of Education and the USDA to make sure our children are getting the nutrition that they need daily to stay focused and get the best out of their school lunch. That's the Nutrition One School Lunch program and proud sponsor of the minor assaults.
We will get back to the action. The white squad is up 87-69 with 8 minutes to go. Right now it is Hugs and Stitches on the jammer line for the white squad. And Killian for the blue team. And Hugs and Stitches fights her way to the front of the pack and able to get clear of that last blocker. She's her lead jammer for the white squad. Killian gets through the pack and is now out of the pack with. Sorry, I was watching Hugs and Stitches trying to regain her balance there. She got knocked out of the infield and started to lose her balance and managed to not fall. Got back up on the track to call that jam off. The suspense there was killing me. I wasn't sure if she was going to be able to fight off gravity long enough.
And here comes Madzilla back to the line for the blue team. Black Eyed Please there for the white squad.
And Black Eyed Please called down. It looks like we got a penalty assessed to Hugs and Stitches there during that last jam. So it's going to be a power jam for the blue team, and it's Madzilla out there all by her lonesome. Madzilla right through the middle of the pack. So other than the missing jammer for the white team, it is otherwise a pretty full pack out there. Madzilla's got some blockers to help her out for sure. And Madzilla trying to get past Mimi Mauler on the front end of the pack.
NC Jammer knocking Mimi Mauler out of the way and clearing the way for Mads to take another scoring pass.
15 seconds to go in the power jam for the blue team, and a couple of collisions there. Madzilla trying to fight her way through the pack. Bumped down to the infield again by those white defenders. Mimi Mauler knocks Madzilla completely off her skates onto the infield. It's a 10-point power jam for the blue team and closes that lead up to 12 points as we dip below 6 minutes to go here in this exhibition bout. We'd like to let you know about another one of our league sponsors. It is Devastation. They're your go-to shop for everything on wheels. From the raddest of rad roller skates to the bomb.com light up wheels, spin it on slicker than slick ball bearings. Let Devastation help you find the perfect riding gear to keep you protected while you're cruising. They're offering nearly everything skate related, from nuts and stops to tools and bags on flashy wheels. You should come check out the skate ninjas that are slinging the unicorn boots. Visit devastation.com or stop by their warehouse at 2010 East University Drive in Tempe.
All right, coming to the line for the blue squad. That's All of You Die. Black Eyed Please out there again for the white team. Black Eyed Peas looks to the low and cuts high. She's able to find her way out in front of the pack. Olive battling her way on the high side. Stuck behind a couple of white blockers. Black Eyed Peas sets up her scoring pass. Dances through over the low. She's got plenty of room and plenty of time for another pass. The white lineup able to form a nice wall at the front of that pack, holding Olive back. Olive pushing hard, though. She's determined to get out. Black Eyed Please dueling with Killian and Crush in the back of the pack there. She's able to make her way through, though.
That'll do it for the jam clock. Clock expires on the jam. 10 points up on the board for the white squad's going to put them up over 100 here. Looks like we have Hugs and Stitches on the jammer line for the white team, but it's going to be a power jam for the blue team. There goes Hugs and Stitches as we get the penalties sorted out. So taking over as jammer for the blue squad here for the blue team power jam is going to be Madzilla.
Four minutes left in this jam. 4 minutes left in this bout, excuse me. Blue team trailing by about 22 points. Madzilla is determined. She's going to make up some of those right now.
Madzilla trying to get to the corner, but unable to cling to the coping there, bumped off by one of the white team defenders. And now Madzilla able to get clear with some help from her blockers at the front of the pack, and Madzilla shakes loose, and she's now an active scorer for the blue team. Power jam is halfway gone now. Madzilla threading her way through the pack and able to finish the scoring pass for the blue team. And she'll be coming around now for another opportunity with 15 seconds to go in the power jam. And that's going to do it for that power jam. We'll wait for the official score here from the referee on the infield. It's a 10-point power jam for the blue side.
All right, Derby fans, mark your calendars. Season 15 for the Arizona Derby Dames kicks off with our season opener on September 28th. This bout will feature the Bombshell skating against the Doomsday Valkyries, and as a special event, the Minor Assaults will be back out there playing in the second game of the night. Same time, same place. Doors at 5, first whistle at 6. Stay tuned on our social media pages for more details. Don't miss out on what all the cool kids are doing on Saturday nights. Hugs and Stitches back out there. Peaches and Scream out there for the blue. Stitches skating around on the low side. Has no trouble making her scoring pass. Still has all of her speed. She's coming around for more. Still 30 seconds left in this jam. Peaches and Scream working hard to try to get through that front of that pack.
And Hugs and Stitches finishes a scoring pass and goes ahead and signals to call off the jam. 10 points up for the white squad. And now to the jammer line for the white team is number 37, Amelia Derhart. And right next to her jamming for the blue team is number 38, NC Jammer. jam is underway, and NC and Amelia both of the pack. Amelia finds an opening right along the middle. Out once again as a lead jammer for the white side.
Go, Amelia, go!
Here comes NC Jammer now, clear of the pack as well. Amelia Derhart quickly up to the pack, runs into a solid wall of blockers at the back, trying to get her hips in front of at least a couple of skaters, and calls off the jam before NC can catch up.
Derhart picking up 3 points before she wisely called off that jam. NC Jammer was coming in fast.
Derby fans, this month's Derby Dames charity is Be the Match. They've been helping people with leukemia, lymphoma, and other diseases that require blood or bone marrow transplant. They take their bone marrow and blood registry and match donors up with people in need to help save lives. They also participate in extensive research to help find cures. The Arizona Derby Dames are asking that you go to bethematch.org, B-E-T-H-E, match.org, and sign up to be on the registry or make a tax-deductible donation this month. You could help save a life by being the match. We'll get back to the action here. 45 seconds to go here in this preliminary bout. We've got Brutal Noodle, number P7, on the line for the Minor Assaults white team, and Killian out there for the blue squad.
Mimi Mauler knocking Killian to the infield. And knocking Killian to the infield again. Having trouble getting through this pack. Stalled up on the high side. Brutal Noodle stalled up on the high side as well by the blue squad. Both jammers pushing hard, trying to get out. And then Brutal Noodle knocked to the infield right when she saw some daylight. Killian knocked to the rail twice just as she sees some daylight, and she's able to get by. She's your lead jammer. About 7 seconds left in this bout.
Brutal Noodle trying to find her way along the inside and bumped off by that blue pivot.
Blue needs these points. 12 seconds left in the jam.
Game clock has expired, so this will be our last jam in regulation. We'll wait and see if there's any penalty jams to follow.
4 blockers, though, at the front of that pack. It's hard for Killian to get through those white blockers.
All right. Hey, fans. I just saw Steve the Balloon Guy walk in. You can't miss him. He's the guy with balloons on his head. He's over here by the announcer's nest, but check out Steve Balloon. You know he is working for tips all night long and can make a balloon into darn near anything you want. You lose your house key? Steve the Balloon Guy. Can't find that missing sock? Steve the Balloon Guy.
I don't call AAA anymore. I call Steve the Balloon Guy.
Yeah, you know what? Jumper cables? Steve the Balloon Guy.
Yeah.
I know, they're rubber balloons. They work as jumper cables. It defies physics.
And that's it there, guys. That's your white squad victors tonight.
There we are. White side is the winner. But hey, you know what, fans? You know who's really victorious? It's the Minor Assaults overall for getting this experience, isn't it?
Hey, folks, put your hands together for these skaters. These kids are the future of roller derby right here.
That is indeed the truth. And one more time, let's give these Minor Assaults a great send-off as they get ready to head to Houston, Texas to defend their national championship at the Battle on the Bank tournament. Blah, 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 blah.
Very well. I shall go to this planet Houston.
All right, that is going to put a bow on the Minor Assaults exhibition bout. We are going to step aside and get everything all set for this evening's championship bout. We are at 6:52.